Huzzah, my friends, and welcome back to Let's Play Twilight Princess Minimalist Run. Last time, we got the Master Sword! And today, we're finding the Mirror of Twilight. Alrighty, so, we have the Master Sword in tow, so I think it's time I explain myself about this wooden sword glitch and how it ended. Now, back when I got the Ordon sword before getting the wooden sword, but whenever I got it, I had it in tow, but the Ordon sword sprite here were still there. And if I continued to glitch, I could have kept it throughout the entirety of the game, but I couldn't because, well, that's frustrating. So, the next best thing is for me to just go through this with the Ordon sword and only use the Master Sword whenever I actually need it. And at the same time, keeping the Ordon shield with me as well. Yeah, so from now on, this is going to be an Ordon sword run until, like, the second to last dungeon when we actually do need the Master Sword. So yeah, the Master Sword basically beefs up our attack power, and that's really about it. Admittingly, though, I do think the Ordon sword looks a lot better than the Woodon. I said it again. The wooden sword. So, yeah, it's nice seeing this thing again. Especially with its sheath. Alrighty, so, with the ability to transform into a wolf at will, let's go and find those, golden wolves, why not? So, where... Okay. Alright, so let's go to Hyrule Castle. And yeah, folks, I'm pretty excited because I had mentioned before that the second half, it's oh so better than the first half of the game. Things definitely start to open up from this point on. It's a huge open world this time around. Lots more things to do. The second half of this game kicks the first half's butt by a mile. This is when Twilight Princess starts to get really good in my book. Unfortunately, though, I'm not going to be doing any of those side quests. So, yeah, I guess you guys will lose out on the magic in this playthrough in particular. But at the same time, we are still doing a lot of stuff, regardless, within this open world of Hyrule. So, yeah. Yep. Far too early to relax. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done this. Alrighty, the back slice. Another mandatory skill that we need. I wish Link could do this attack and brawl. Could have put him into high tier if not for that, you know. Seriously, Link, look at how mobile Link is in this game. Like, seriously, why is he so slow in the Smash Brothers games?
Okay, like, that grass is, like, so inconvenient on this shield. Like, don't you think that'd get in the way?
For that, we learned the back slice, which is good against Dark Nuts. Alrighty, I will put in the time to practice.
No, you won't.
Yeah, for reals. And while I'm at it, I might as well practice my skills as to not word trip all the freaking time. Because, good freaking word, I hate it when I do that. That's why I'm so overly critiqueful of my videos.
Mr. Lee!
It's this annoying guy again.
Link. Two letters. He's like, work it, boy, work it.
Alrighty, so let's read those letters. Man, I really haven't been paying a whole lot of attention to these letters. Alrighty.
Isn't it that weird little thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Please stop burping.
I can't help it.
Please tell me you're gonna edit that out.
I highly doubt it.
Ew. People don't want to hear your burps.
Nintendo Capri Sun burps in his videos all the time. Heck, in one video he actually farted.
Who cares about Nintendo Capri Sun?
A lot of people do. He's like one of the most popular Let's Players on YouTube.
Nobody cares. Sorry, no sorry.
And the one time where a slowdown is prevalent in the game because of all the freaking people in town. Granted, the slowdown isn't bad, but it's still noticeable nonetheless. So now we can come in here safely and not get barraged by Gorons like we did earlier. Oh my, if it isn't Link.
Girl, cover that junk up. You're nasty.
You made it. How have you been, honey? Mercy, but you have good timing. I was just talking about you.
Gossip.
Yeah, get out of here.
Handsome cougar.
I'm notorious?
She's
What?
a cougar. She's a cougar. Notice she keeps bending over. Like, we don't want to see that. Nasty.
Well, she does have a thing for Link.
See, she's bending over. Nasty. Pedophile. Cougar.
Shadigus.
That's a really weird name.
Alrighty, so essentially, if we want to move on to the next dungeon, we need to find one of these guys spread out across Hyrule, and they'll guide us to where we need to go next. Simple as that. We don't need to do a bunch of bug collecting crap to go to the next dungeon, so...
Praise Jesus.
So, our first destination is Lake Hylia.
I wonder what kind of temple that's gonna be.
I already did the Lake Bed Temple.
Oh yeah.
So, let's make post haste and
How many more temples?
head over to the Lake of the Hylias. Let me see. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 dungeons. 3.
God.
Well, we're on the second half of the game, so things speed up from here. The first 3 dungeons are very sluggish in terms of how you get to them, so...
Games like these.
Oh, Lake Hylia, you and your beautiful atmosphere and music.
I like these kind of interactive games.
In the sunlight, killing my eyes. Can I still do it? Nope. Twilight Princess can't let you backflip on top of stuff like Ocarina of Time can. Worst game ever. Bunch of freaking nitpicks slash nostalgic nerds that probably don't even exist, but probably do. I don't even know. You know how like Ocarina of Time is the most popular game in the series, and like people complain about the other games not being Ocarina of Time?
Sure.
Well, something like that.
I'm gonna give a shout out to my friends that don't watch these videos.
Why would they?
bunch of girls. I do have guy friends, but they probably wouldn't either. Master Lee. Whoa, his eyes are kind of freaky.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I like the art style, not love, but here's my problem with Twilight Princess's art style and why I've mentioned it before, but waited till now to hold it off. Like, Twilight Princess is supposed to have a more serious art style, right? You know? At least in contrast to Wind Waker. Then, in that case, why if Flid is at least 70 or 60% of the characters within this game look even goofier than even the characters in Wind Waker? Like, I'd have no problem with, like, lightheartedness or goofy characters or such. But if you're going to stick with one...
This guy's clearly supposed to be serious, and then you just see that.
But if you're sticking with one art style, gosh darn it, you need to be consistent and stay with it. One of the biggest clients guiltiest of this is the freaking doctor in Hyrule Castletown, who looks goofier than anything anything in Wind Waker. Actually, it's freaking crazy. It bothers me. I'm just saying, if you're going to have a serious art style, you need to stay consistent with that. And I kind of agree with, like, a countdown I was watching earlier. You gotta stick with that and not, like, jump all of a sudden from super serious to super goofy to where it gives even the Wind Waker characters a run for their money. I'm not saying leave lightheartedness out of the game entirely, but, like, even the TLoZ series does a good job with its art style and keeping that lighthearted tone, but without, like, having the characters look goofy to have a lighthearted character or personality, you know? Alrighty, so let's give this guy this. Except let's not. No effect. From old Aru, huh? Well, I guess I had to do what the old coot says. Yep. Alrighty, and we will head to the Gerudo Desert next time and let's play Twilight Princess for the Nintendo GameCube. So, see you guys then.